wait a minute. Holy, oh my God, guys. Hey, just for 1 second here. I want to thank you for sticking around, first of all. Second, I've been so busy. I finally, as a lot of you guys don't know this, but I'm actually an agent for NHL players. So I finally got Jimmy Vesey signed. He's my main client right now. He's all signed. He's good with the New York Rangers, so I can come back to YouTube. It was just a contractual thing. They were just saying, now that it's heating up, the Jimmy sweeps. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. Obviously, what is going on, guys? It's Y for Turbo. We're back here in NHL 16. NHL 17 is almost here. And I haven't uploaded in a while. Not a massive reason as to why that is. Biggest reason is that I just moved to a new city. You guys knew that. I did some updates and things like that. Really busy. I'll make a video about it. Whatever. Let's get into the game. We're back here with Montreal, and we are playing GM mode here. So NHL 16 GM mode. We're back into it. I don't remember what we were doing. I went back and actually watched our last video, so we know what we're doing. We know kind of what to do. I shifted around the power play just very slightly. I just put Radulov on the. I put Radulov on the second line instead, just because I think we might need to spread it out. The percentage was just a bit low. Could be a little bit better. I was thinking about getting Petrie out of here. Let me know what you guys think about that. We're gonna actually go ahead and push through to the trade deadline. Next episode will be the trade deadline. Once again, I apologize because it's been about a month here, but we passed 1,200 subs. We're almost to 1,300. That's pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers lately, been getting inspired, so I definitely wanted to come back to it. I don't know if you guys also know, if you didn't watch my last update video, I have a real job now, which is weird, but I did just get my first paycheck from YouTube. That was pretty cool. Thank you, by the way. That is definitely not just my doing. That's you guys watching. But let's get into simulating. We did all our changes, things like that. Let's get up to the trade deadline. I don't think we need to do anything other than simulate this episode. Just kind of talk a little bit about what's going on in the league. It's August, so there's not a lot. The Vesey sweepstakes is over, so that was the one thing most people were talking about. Pretty good week here. Look at that. One loss against Winnipeg, which is kind of a way to go out, but then we get an overtime win and a win against the Isles, which were also in that Vesey sweepstakes, but this time we go against his hometown team of Boston, which he didn't sign with. He signed with the Rangers. What do you guys think about that? That's kind of the biggest thing I wanted to go over today is, what do you think about the Vesey sweepstakes? Is he too hyped? I think he's a little too hyped. Not that he's not a good player. I didn't even know what we were scouting before, so I'm just going to do forwards for a month. Not saying he's not going to be good. I'm just saying the amount of hype under him, it was like a Sidney Crosby or a McDavid. I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy, like, yeah, I've heard of him before, but man. Okay, we got some losses going on here. That's not good. There's a rebound. Let's get another win against the Isles. Okay, we get a point. 9-8-4. I'm going to get to the end of this month, and maybe we'll look at some of the stats. I can't imagine they're too much different. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Vesey sweepstakes? And is it Vesey or is it Vesey? I think it's Vesey. I don't know. Either way, I really hope he is good. I don't want to be bitter, because he did kind of shut down Detroit, and he was just like, I want to play closer to home. And I guess I understand that, me just moving not too far away from home, about like six hours away from where I used to live. I can definitely understand wanting to be close to family because I do miss my family and things like that. And I can't imagine being an NHL player. I mean, I know they make a lot of money, but, constantly traveling, constantly pushing your body to the brink. I can't even imagine the exhaustion at all. But, okay, let's check this out. We are 5th in the Atlantic Division. I'm just going to look at the Atlantic Division right now because we're just going to fight with the Red Wings. It looks like, because we're tied up with them and the Leafs are just a point behind us. So this little triplet here, we can really go and with the rest of the season, hopefully we can kind of take off from that and they can just go about doing their business. We get in with a wild card slot or something like that. I expect us to be a little bit better than this. We don't even have 2 goals per game, which I'd like to get up a little bit. Trade deadline, I think we need another scorer. I think Shawzy, as good as he is, I think he's a third liner for us. I don't think he's a second liner. You could argue we could get maybe a left winger and put Radulov on the right wing since he is right-handed. I don't know. I don't really know. I think that may be something we go ahead and get a left winger because they might be a little more plentiful. But you never know. We still have that contract problem. Goals against is higher than our goals for. That's the biggest thing right now. That's actually, I'm looking at Detroit. So our God, our goals for are even worse, and our goals against are even worse than Detroit. It's still bad, but even worse. So we gotta shore up on those goals against. I thought with Weber it would be a little bit better. Maybe getting him out there a little bit more would be something. Penalty kill and power play will be an example. All right, power play percentage is in the toilet. Yeah, I think we're going to put Radulov back on the first line and maybe move somebody else. We got to get another scorer. You guys were saying Yager would be good. He would be good, wouldn't he? Penalty kill is decent. It's better than the first team. So penalty kill, I don't think we need to touch. I'm not going to touch it. And we've been shorthanded a good amount, more than almost every team except the Sabres in our league. And it's because they got Kane on the ice there. So, man, what's going on with him? Ugh. He's such a good player. I just wish he could stop freaking out. Because he, led the league in hits 2 years ago? I don't know. He was awesome for my fantasy, one of my fantasy opponents, not my team. I just remember getting destroyed in hits because we counted hits in our league. All right, so I think it's the power play. It's definitely the power. It was the power play last time I tried to change it. It got worse. So let's just shift that around right now. Let's see what we can do. You guys do remember we're a growing team. Montreal, they're already saying Montreal's not going to make the playoffs this coming year in real life. So I don't think it's expected of us to make the playoffs. Yeah, I put Desharnais up here. He's a decent player. He should probably be a third or fourth liner, not on the power play, definitely. But who else do we have? Right wings. We could put Shawzy up there. He's similar, but yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We need to change. Let's put him up there. Gallagher's playing the left wing here. Yeah, let's just try that for now. I don't know if I want to change out the. Yeah, I don't know if I want to change out the D here. Power play. Well, let's spread it out. Let's put like that, and then two ways, and then defensive and offensive. That'll be good for chemistry's sake, even though I don't think it really matters on the power play if it's the same as Hut. Yeah, let's just, okay, penalty kill we're not touching. All right, let's get back into it. I'm just going to film a bunch of stuff today, guys, just so you know. So I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling back into YouTube. My anxiety of coming back and you guys being like, finally, somebody said they wished I was dead. They were like, I hope he's dead. Sorry, man. Jeez, it's just YouTube. I know, but oh man, yeah, I was like, whoa! It went from oh geez, where's Y for Turbo to I hope he's dead. I know it's all in joking manner, but it did seem like I was dead for a while, didn't it? All right, so we're coming back. We've got kind of split here. We're getting points though in these losses. There's a win. LA is a really. I was reading this inside look kind of thing because I have an office job now, so I can just browse stuff while I'm not doing work. And I just always do the 30 and 30s every day. And I don't think LA's has happened yet, but there was another thing analyzing them for this year. They honestly look pretty good, and they don't get as much credit as I think they're due. You know what I mean? They've won the cup twice in 4 years now? That's pretty good. And okay, there's an overtime loss, shootout loss there. I don't know. They've got Kopitar as a new captain, right? What does that mean for Dustin Brown? Probably a rebound year. I think it's going to be a rebound year for him because he's going to have less of a stress of being a captain. Because we as outsiders don't know what that entails in the specific room. Yeah, a lot of us have played hockey before, maybe been captains or alternates on our respective teams, but we don't know what it's like to play unless I got NHLers watching me. If any NHLers are watching me, you know, drop a Twitter like @reply or something, tell me you watch me because that'd be sick. But you know, we don't really know what's going on in the LA locker room that warranted this change. Maybe he went. I mean, I think he said in an interview it was a surprise, so I don't think he actually went to management and said I can't handle the pressure. Either way, I think now he's got something to prove. Kopitar will come up, maybe have a little bit of a shaky year. I don't expect that, but I definitely don't think he's gonna have a super year being captain all of a sudden. I mean, look what happened with when Giroux was captain. Oh, player morale. I totally forgot Morale's in this game. When Giroux first was captain, he kind of had a shaky few games, then he kind of came back. Remember the first like 20-something games? Oh, he's not playing, so he's just like, oh, geez. Remember that, though? Remember Giroux? He had a few shaky games. It was around 18 to 20 games where he got like 5 points and everyone was freaking out. I'm exaggerating a bit, but I remember that because I'm pretty sure I had him on my fantasy team and I was super bummed. But either way, it's a different thing. It's a different position. You know, you're not just playing center now. You're playing center captain. You know, when you're on the ice, you gotta yell at these guys. In between periods, there's something expected of you to go out there and rally the troops when you guys are down, to hype them up and keep them steady and consistent when you're up. You know, it's definitely a strange thing, and it's in a lot of sports. You know, pretty much every sport has these leaders. Sometimes they're not labeled, but you know, at least I know like football, basketball, and stuff. They have like captains and stuff like that. It's all very similar. So, good talk. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Jimmy Vesey? What do you think about I guess the teams that aren't getting a lot of respect this year? Do you think Montreal is going to be a playoff team? Do you think LA is going to have one of those rebound years? What do you think about anybody, really? I mean, at the time of recording this video, I don't think Hoodler's signed yet. Where do you think he'll go? I think they were saying Vancouver. I think he's got a few good years left in him. I miss him in Detroit a lot. I know we don't have room or money for him. Okay, they want to give us Jamie McGinn for a second-round pick. I don't think so. That's not someone I want. That's not what we need. I mean, we could use some depth, but I think what we need... Yeah, we're not doing very well. We need a scorer. So I think next episode we'll go into the trade deadline as a scorer. You know, looking for a scorer, that is. All right. Wow, up to a 95. So we have a 95 overall defenseman. I mean, I don't think there's much excuse. I'm going to get up to this Sunday here. Actually, maybe I should do the Monday. Maybe I should do the Monday because it'll... I don't know how soon it updates the trade blocks. Okay. So we're not doing very well. We are in just... Okay. We got to win a lot of games. We are decently... Wow, look at the Red Wings go, man. They're first in our division. Are they first in the conference, though? They are second in the conference. Wow, right behind this year's Stanley Cup winners. All right, let's go back to our division real quick. Okay, so we are actually sitting almost in the basement here. Thought the Panthers should be better. They always get... Somebody was saying in the comments the Panthers get shafted all the time in these games because traditionally they haven't been the best team. I think next year they're playoff contenders, and I don't even think they're going to be wild card. I think they might be like third in that. I think they might be third in this division. And the sad thing is, I think it might push Detroit out, which is scary to say, but I feel like almost every team, except maybe the Maple Leafs, I don't think the Leafs, even though they have a lot of better people, Leafs are going to be dominant if they grow correctly, which they've got Babcock. They've got, I forget, it's right on the tip of my tongue, their GM, their new GM. Shoot, forget it. But they're going to be good in like 3 years. They're going to be really good if everything stays on track. You know, that's totally subjective. I know I got a lot of Toronto fans. You've got some good games to look forward to in the future for sure. A lot of playoff games, I feel like. Bruins, slowly but surely getting better. They're losing some key things. D is the biggest thing for them. Canadiens, I think they did get better. Now, I think in 3 years, they're going to be obsolete. A lot of their players. They're not going to be useful anymore. Shea Weber being a big one. I think he's going to definitely contribute, but he's kind of going the way I feel like of Zdeno Chara, where he'll contribute, but his speed is going to definitely suffer, and he's already not the most incredibly fast defenseman, puck-moving defenseman. So, you know, you just got to hope that shot still stays relevant, and his physical play still stays a little bit relevant. But Panthers, I see them up in the top 3, maybe wild card, maybe, you know, 4th in the division. I think they're going to make the playoffs, though, for sure. I feel like the Red Wings will make the playoffs because it just always just happens. You know what I mean? My whole life, it's just happened. But what do you guys think about that? I know there's a lot of Detroit haters in the comments. It's all good. All right. What are we doing here, though? In Fantasyland, we got to make up almost 20 points. Okay, it's not unreasonable, but a lot of you guys are saying ship off a lot of people and kind of do a pseudo rebuild. I don't 100% agree with that because we have Carey Price and because we have Weber. Now, we could ship Weber off, but we'd lose something because he still has like 11 years on his contract or something ridiculous. Carey Price, I don't want to trade, obviously. I don't want to trade Weber either. But I think we have the next 3 years to win. Like I said, in 3 years, a lot of these guys are going to be kind of obsolete to what we want to do. Maybe not Price, but I think Weber, once he's like 34, he's going to start to kind of decline. It's not going to be the same type of player we're used to. So we got to win in the next 3 years. Radulov, we're going to have to re-sign after this year. This year, we're going for the cup. So we need a top 6 player. We need somebody. Who can we get? You know, what can we do? Is Jágr the guy we go after? Maybe. So I say, without even looking at the stats, I mean, okay, first of all, look at this. Radulov is our top point getter through 62 games. Let's go to points here real quick. I know I'm going off on tangents, but I got to catch up with you guys. I got to talk more. Radulov is, you know, has a lot more points in the realm of our scorers. Galchenyuk's definitely going to take over that category. Look at that. He's already 88. He's doing really well. We're already getting better. You know what I mean? This team next year, I think, will hit its stride. This year, it's definitely still that rebuild kind of thing where it's like, okay, let's not rebuild in the sense of getting younger, rebuild in the sense of a new system. Like, you got to think about it. We went from this run and gun kind of PK Subban offense, and now it's more along the lines of, I mean, it's still like a puck possession kind of thing. I know we're talking about GM mode here, and I'm not actually playing the games, but I mean, Weber is really good in his own zone. He's got a good shot. He gets a shot on net. People kind of bing bong around for the puck. That's what goes for. I mean, he's got 19 assists. I would have expected a few more. I would expect him to be around the 30-point mark at this point, at least. That's okay, though. That's really okay. He'll get, I feel like as we get one more scorer, because Pacioretty, absolute awesome elite scorer. Radulov, almost an elite. I feel like he's right there. His shooting category and his passing are really good. So I feel like you could put him in that realm. Galchenyuk, at this point, he's gotten to elite. He's going to just get better. Gallagher definitely needs to get better. But, you know, he's more of a two-way forward. He's not really... He's a good shooter, I guess. Look at that. And then, yeah, you kind of, like, go down the list. People are saying trade Plekanec. I think we could hold on to him for one more year. You know, how many... was his contract 3 more years? Yeah, 1 more year. I think we could do that. 1 more year as a really good center. Yeah, faceoff's 81. I mean, that's decent. And then, you know, bring somebody else up. Doesn't Shaw have decent faceoff? Yeah, I mean, if anything, Shaw could play second-line center at some point. Second-line grinder center, or he could just go down to the third line. But, yeah, Desharnais, and then getting down here into the people who, you know, it's not really going to matter too much. I mean, Scott's doing okay. But yeah, look at all these minuses. We're definitely, I mean, yeah, we definitely need to improve that. Radulov is a -3. We knew he wasn't gonna be awesome. I wasn't gonna even look at goalies because we're not gonna upgrade goalie. There's no way. But goals against for 94 overall, that's not good enough. Definitely not. I mean, save percentage is decent, but if we could get this down under 2, at least 1.95 maybe, I could understand it because our team is kind of trash. But over 2 with a 94 goalie, come on. You know, I know they can't simulate the absolute amazingness that real video game numbers that Price puts up on a regular basis, but you know, I mean, it's a little weird. So, all right, let's just go to proposed trade. We're just looking at, I'm not going to look at the trade blocks. I'm going to look at the actual, like skaters matching block kind of thing and see who we're looking at. Because we're not getting a goalie. We're just, okay, so check it out. Jamie McGinn, they wanted to give away. I don't think we would need that as a right winger. His shot just isn't good enough. We need somebody who's, we basically need a sniper. Like, I think we could try to get somebody who's, Stahlberg, I don't think, I mean, he's mostly just fast. Yeah, he's kind of the same as Jamie McGinn, except kind of fast. Nope. I don't really know. I don't really know who the exact answer is unless we go off of trade blocks and don't really rely on them. Because we could maybe try getting someone who a team doesn't want to give away. Because I just don't think there's anybody specific. Man, if they were giving away like Nyquist, oh, that'd be nice. That would work. That kind of a player would really work. I mean, we could try to trade for him. Hoodler, here we go. Or Yager. Why not? I forgot to take Hoodler off the Panthers. All right. Okay, I mean, not the best. You know what I mean? But that power and accuracy for the slap shot is really good. And then the wrist shot is even better. So, but you know, everything else, like how many more years is he at? 1 year remaining. Let's do it. We should just do this right now. Can we do it? I'd have to trade away. We'd have to trade. Okay, we'll do it next episode, but I think we might just go after Yager. You guys were calling for it. I was looking at Hoodler, you know, because Hoodler could actually... Hoodler's really good, but he's already 32. I know Yager's like 40, but still. 1 year remaining, 4 mil. He's just like, I mean, look at his trade value. Yager, we got 1 year. He comes in. He might get down to like an 85 by the end of the year, but who cares? He helps us out for the rest of the season, and we can go out swinging. You know what I mean? Because I think we can come back up. I think we still got enough games where if we win like 5 in a row, all of a sudden we're there. We're ahead of, you know, a team or two, and then we win, you know, I don't know how many games are left, like 12, 15. We win out of the, if we win 5 more, and then there's like what, 10 more. If we win 5 of those, I think we might be in a really good position, especially if another team has a kind of fall off. So, all right, well, I guess just stick around for the next episode, see if we can make this go through. The contract situation kind of might be weird. Our salary cap might be weird. We'll figure it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry about the delay. Let's get back into this YouTube thing. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Like and subscribe if you dug it. We'll see you next time out on the ice.